Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video, and today, this is on Crates Part 2. I actually figured out how to do it about an hour after I made the video, so that was a little awkward. But yeah, so we're going to be adding just some more visuals to it, or some visuals to it, because there is none right now. And I think it'll end up looking pretty nice. So, you want to go ahead and make a void called start inventory. And then parameters final inventory inf and final player p. And the reason these have to be final is because we're going to be accessing them from Bukkit runnables. So yeah, we're gonna need to do that. Now I am gonna make some changes to the code I have on the screen next to me over that way. So yeah, just because I thought, what's it called? I thought it just needed a little improvement, and I was doing some things that were a little bit weird. So yeah, I'm just looking at it now. So you want to actually make one more final thing, but it's inside of the method. Call it final sound. We're just going to name it sound. And it's going to be sound.orb pickup. Yeah, that's it. Now we can go ahead and start. So we want to make a new Bukkit runnable, just like this, and then inside this we want to put public void run, and you can remove the at override annotation, and then go down here and say run task later. It looks like yeah, run task later this, and then just 20L for long. So the way I had it is I had it as a repeating task and not as a one task thing that I don't think. Yeah, we still have the cancel method, so I'm going to be using that just in case. But yeah, I was doing it so that it would loop through every single time unless I had the cancel thing, so it was kind of needed, and that was not fun. All right, so now you want to go ahead and make a for loop here. Int x equals 0, x, and then inf get size, and then x plus plus. There we go. Now we can go ahead and say in.set item x new item stack, and then material dot, and then stained glass pane 1, and then short. And then you can go ahead and Google the IDs. I'm not going to do that now because I kind of know some of them, but I'm just going to go from what I have on the side next to me just to make it correspond. And now what you want to do is you want to say item stack. Or actually, no, we need to go up here above the method. We need to actually let me look at this. Yep. Okay. So then we want to say material, and we're going to make a material array. Items equals, and then material dot diamond, material dot iron ingot, material dot redstone, and then material dot name tag. And these are just all of the items that'll scroll through, and it does scroll through randomly, so it's not the same thing every time. So it uses the same function, except it's doing it with item stacks and materials instead of strings. So now we want to say item stack is equals new item stack items, and then random dot next int by, and then items dot, and then length. So it's the same principle behind where is it, this right here. It's using the same exact random, just because you don't need two randoms unless it's some weird funky thing. I don't know, you might need two randoms. I wouldn't be too sure. But yeah, so we just do that. Now we gotta attach some item meta to it. So item meta im equals is dot get item meta. Go ahead and import that, and then im dot set display name. And then you can name this anything. You could name it like what it could possibly be. You could base it upon what the item is, or you can do it like what I did and just make it a question mark with a color code. That's what I did because I'm lame. And then do is.set item meta im. And then now what we can do is im.set item 13, which is the middle of the chest, is. And there you go. And now all we have to do is just p dot play sound at p dot get location sound. And since it's final, we can access all this stuff. And then 1, and then 1. Now what we can do is we can actually just copy this a ton. Let me see here. Let me actually try something on this class over here. Run task later. Yeah, okay, alright. So now what we want to do is we want to actually set this guy to 0L. Because this guy, we don't want it to have any delay on it. And this should work. If not, I'll switch over to the other method. I'll actually just call cancel in there. And copy it again. Now, of course, we could have some way of just auto-creating this stuff. But, you know, it really doesn't matter. Alright, so let's go ahead and paste that in there. And this time we're going to say something like, I guess 10L. And then we can change this glass pane, the glass pane thing to like 9. We can change the color of this to like gold or something. Just modify everything a little bit and then go down and make it again. And you can add as many frames as you want with this. And it doesn't matter. As long as you know the delay for the final one, you can work with the method. And that'll get important in just a second. So we can set this to like 15 or something. Now I'm actually going to make it a little bit simpler and do public void start frame with a short s or short sh, and then long delay. And that'll actually oh yeah, and then just chat color dot and the chat color C or chat color. And now we just do this, we input that, and then this will be our sh. Oh, hold on, let's see. Short. Actually, I think these all have to be, yeah, they all have to be final. Forgot about that. So just final short sh. Final long delay. I don't know if that has to be final. Might as well make it final just to be safe. And then final chat color. Oh, and then sound. We'll just use this basic thing right here. And then player. We need player too. There's a few things that I messed up. Oh, and then I bet you have to have inventory and player. Yeah, we have to have inventory and player. So we don't need the start inventory method, really. We just need the start frame, and we can use start frame a ton. Yeah, so it's actually start. So actually, no, we'll have start inventory, start frames a ton. How about that? So start frame. Actually, let's actually change this guy to be delay, so it's actually used delay. And then this guy will be chat color plus, and then that. Let me actually just check Skype really quickly in the other monitor. Yeah. Let's see. All right. So after we've done that, now inside of the start inventory, we're gonna call it start frame 6. Oh, hold on, we have to cast a short, don't we? Right, short 6 or 5, whatever. Delay, we're gonna say 20L. Chat color dot and then aqua or something. Inventory, we're just gonna call it inv np. Boom. So we just inserted a frame, and what this will do is we can just add this a ton. We can change this to like 6 or not 56. That would cause some random exception. All right, and then so now that this one, we actually don't want to have it at 20. We want to have that at 0. This guy will say 10. This guy will say 12. This guy will say 14. And it's just a huge mess. But, you know, now that we've made our start frame method, we can do it as many times as we'd like, because it makes it so incredibly easy. And now we'll just go to 9 and then 10. Alright, so this will be 14. This will be 16. Then 17. 18. 19. 20. Now, this is a little bit close to each other, so I'm actually going to raise it because I know how quick this would be, and we don't want it to be that quick. So we'll just increment it like that. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and then at 50, we will what we will do is we'll actually go into our we'll create an end method. So public, or not public, well, actually, why do we have this being public? I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Void select prize player P in inventory inv. And now all it is it's just making another runnable with the delay of, well, this. So let's see. Yeah, and then we'll just call select prize for P and inv. And it's actually very simple now, because all we have to do is we have to make these final. And then once we do that, can you close the door, please?
Oh, we have to let the air.
I know, but can you close the door so I can finish this? It's too loud to have this going and then people talking. I need it closed.
Okay, but then you're not getting any fresh air in here today.
I am. It's gonna be closed for the next 2 minutes.
Okay, open it in 2 minutes.
When the recording's done, I will.
The house fan off soon.
Okay. Alright, so I actually want to make this final. I don't know where I just cut. Long story. Now you want to actually just make another Bukkit runnable. So new Bukkit runnable, and then just run task later. This, and then whatever delay you use for the end, you want to just set this to like 60 or something. Or actually, I'd go 55. That's a good amount. And then just public void run. Just to, you know, what's it called? Because if we have it at 55, that means it'll pause on whatever item this one has, and then it'll go, and then it'll select a prize. So people will be like, oh, yes, 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 or something. Like, and you can set the name here to be anything. Like, you could base it off of what it is. You could have another string thing, like, up here, and you could translate it. I actually wanted to add something to this. I wanted to add a display name option. So, just because I like display name stuff, it's cool. So we'll add another one. We're gonna say and f dirt. Actually, no, we'll make this bold. And then what we don't need a thing on example rank, but we should probably just add it as example rank. So if it's a material, you can actually have it being, well, actually just change this to redstone because that looks really bad. We can say NCNL redstone or something, and then owner, so have it being owner. So now we actually we need to do this first. We need to just do that. We need to copy that entire thing. That's no longer gonna be there. We just need to call start inventory, and actually might need some of that. Actually, we never made an inventory yet. I forgot about that. Aha. Alright, hold on. Let's actually go back. And let's see here. And that's how I did that. Okay. So I did change. I'm changing the other method that I made last night quite a little bit. Quite a bit. Just because I actually was using a storage method up here somewhere with a map and then a UUID of storing each inventory for each player, or each crate inventory for each player, and I'm just like, you know what, that's kind of dumb. Like, why would you do that? But yeah, it was last night. I got it to work, and that's what counts. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish this off. We'll just stick this in there, and that'll automatically be done. So now we actually want to call prize index 2, and then we'll call prize index 2. But before we do all that, we want to use our chat color.translate alternate color codes. Boop, and then and, comma, and then add another parenthesis here. And then we can just do this. We can copy this. We can say item. When the item, there we go. So we have our chat color translation, but we don't actually set the prize yet in the ending inventory. So it's just like, why? I don't know. So I'm gonna copy this because it's just all item meta and item stuff. So now we actually. So for rank, we're just gonna set that as a name tag. So what we wanna do, we wanna say, go down here. All right. So we have this, and we're setting the display name. So we want to do inventory.setItem 13 to prize item. And there we go, because we already have the inventory defined. Now we can actually just do this, and then we'll leave our to do there. And then, so now since we don't want to do that, we just want to have this being a name tag. Let's say, oh my bad. Then we want to say material dot name tag. And boom, that's it. Pretty easy. Now we actually we don't need this part anymore. We don't need this anymore. We can just do, so for like adding materials and stuff, that's gonna be where the second index the first index comes in. The second index is the display name, but we actually need to use our chat color thing here. Just pop that in there. Set the display name down here, just so it'll have our color that we have up here. And that actually should work. So activate crate, we can now change to, yeah, we don't need activate crate too much anymore. We just need start inventory, inv and player. So we want to first just say null, just so we can work around it. We'll say player. And then we're going to say inventory inv equals bucket dot create inventory null inventory type dot chest, and for the display name we're just going to say something like chat color dot so we can say black. Bet you that'll show up pretty good. Crate, and there we go. That's it. It's actually very easy to do it now with our start frame method compared to this code. Well, yeah, it got messy, so we can actually just close that now. It got pretty messy. Now it's actually, all it is just a select prize and a start frame method. We can minimize that, and then an activate crate method. I'll actually move that down here. I'm using the clicky keyboard now, I apologize. Out of habit. Alright, now we can just hide all these methods. And these are the only methods required, really, other than choose prize. Choose prize, that's a really simple thing that you don't need a method for. I just made it have a method. Yeah, that's all it was. It was just this, and we did it in basically 132 lines of code. No, 160 lines of code. We created a crate system. It's not weighted, unfortunately, so there's no percentage value. It's all 100% random, which I apologize for, but you know, that's how it goes. So let's go ahead and build our file, and I will be on the server in just a second. Alright everyone, we are logging on to the server, and now we can type in /test. Oh, looks like we did something wrong. Oh, but it still gave us the prize. That's good. What was our thing? Null pointer exception. It worked for me last time, so I don't know why it's not working. 116. It's probably some random thing that I did on accident. My bad. Stop. There we go. 116 would be in. So is inventory null? Well, that's possible, I guess. Actually, yeah, we made it null. We never actually defined inf. That's my problem. I apologize. I completely forgot to do that. So it does work. I just have to fix that. Let me drag this over here and go grab our jar file from wherever it may be. All right, there it is. Dragging up plugins and drop it in there. Replace and pull up terminal again. Actually, I'm gonna hide this for various reasons. All right, there we go. So now if we type in /test, yeah, we never actually made the inventory open to the player. So p.open inventory, open inventory in. Now it should work. That's just simple mistakes, but everything else works. Like, you could hear it going, you just couldn't see the animation yet. That's a simple fix. It's just that's just me. All right, now let's go ahead and type in /reload. But you can see the display name system I added works. So item dirt, yeah, pretty cool. It doesn't actually apply the display name here, but you know, so cool. And you can take stuff out of the crate. That's just because I didn't add a thing to test that. And there's no sound at the end. That's just I didn't add it. So, you know. Oh, yes, we won owner. Alright, let's see. Boom. So we keep winning owner. We're just lucky. We're super lucky. Redstone. I love that. It just looks so cool. It's nice and bold. So you can see how easy it would be to add frames in. Like, you could really simply just go in and add a ton of frames under start inventory. You just add a ton of frames, and it would just go through for a long time. But it doesn't actually go as fast as, you know, you would think. It doesn't have the correct sound as other servers has, but you know, it's cool. It has a nice flashing inventory, and it's nice. So, oh yeah, I won example rank finally. Alright, thanks for watching this episode of the Minecraft Bukkit coding. I hope you guys enjoyed part 2 of the crates tutorial that I thought I would never do, but I actually figured out how to do it. Yep, I will see you guys all again in the next video. Goodbye.